Think again if you assumed that karma was merely a beautiful saying that people shared on Instagram alongside lovely sunset photos. Because this time, karma didn't come gently. The door wasn't simply knocked on, it pulled in like it owned the place. All decked up and emerged out of a big black limousine, grinning as if it had been waiting for this very moment. Additionally, it didn't tap the shoulder courteously when it arrived. The entire internet sensed how deeply that hit someone's ego. It was none other than Papoose, who was on the hot seat. The same man whose whole reputation was based on his unwavering devotion to his wife. Remy Ma, the same man who supported her through jail time, scandals, and highs and lows in his career. And who became a symbol of ride-or-die partnerships after years of being kept down by the lady. That man left her all for the glistening glory of a new romantic interest Olympic champion and unbeaten boxer Claressa Shields. On paper, it appeared to be an improvement that would garner attention for all the right reasons. To well-known figures, the musician Papoose and the athlete Claressa joined up for what appeared to be the quintessential power couple. Noeuvre. She was well known. The gold medals were with her. She had the fan following and charm to light up any room. The type of lady whose name alone has the power to open doors in any field. You could assume they were destined to be a pair that made headlines for years if you just saw their Instagram postings, their courtside tickets at NBA games, and their matching costumes at red carpet events. The problem with fairy tale-like relationships, however, is this: the messiest truths can be concealed by them. Additionally, this one wasn't a romantic tale. Claressa Shields wasn't unmarried when Papoose entered the scene. So it was a countdown to public humiliation. Not nearly single, no were discussing ending a relationship without a partner. She had gotten engaged. When the ring is already on the finger, it's considered engaged. The guest list is most likely on someone's laptop. And the families are already aware that the wedding date has been selected. People initially believed that Papoose might not have known. Maybe he was blindsided. However, the web rumors began to contradict this. Papoose was aware of the fiancé from the beginning, according to those unnamed voices who always appeared to know more than they should. According to the account, he dismissed it by telling his buddies they're on a break. In the same way that individuals persuade themselves that if they work hard enough, they can transform someone. The issue is that the break wasn't really a break. Claressa's fiancé never left the backstage area. He continued to contact her and attend occasions in her life, but not the ones that were widely publicized on gossip websites. The break story is little more than PR smoke to make things appear cleaner than they actually were. Initially, Claressa and Papouse's courtship unfolded. It's like a meticulously orchestrated social media campaign. They were seen together in all the appropriate locations, including courtside during games, sporting matching ensembles, and smiling at the correct moments. For the photographers, although it appeared to be love to viewers, there were already rifts developing off-camera. Red flags started to spring up for anyone paying close attention. Claressa began turning up to high-profile events without Papoose. The internet took notice right away. The inquiry, "Where's Papoose?" became popular. Then there were hazy fan-shot images of Claressa and her fiancé in urban areas without Papoose. People first disregarded it, supposing it may be old photos, but soon those rumors became widely publicized headlines. And then she also contributed to the devoted spouse persona he maintained for many years. Following all of that, he tossed it away for a PR-perfect romance with a woman who was already seeing another man. This is chapter 1 of the Karma Guidebook. If there is one. Remy wasn't finished, though. She made brief remarks in interviews in the weeks that followed, never mentioning specific names, but making it quite evident who she was referring to. She allowed the audience to make the connection on their own when she stated in one exchange, "Some people learned too late that loyalty is rare." It was subtle, but it stung. Papoose's public relations staff hurried to contain the damage in the interim. Although there is no delete button on the internet, bloggers received silent calls requesting that they remove articles that implied Claressa's fiancé was still alive throughout her affair with Papoose. Screenshots are permanent. Furthermore, there was no way to stop the receipts from leaking once they had begun. Those were ugly receipts, photographs, showing her and her fiancé at events where she claimed to be working, as well as alleged text. Communications between them, timeframes that were inconsistent with the narrative she and Papoose had been promoting. The cruelest element was that, according to a source, Claressa's fiancé called Papoose the stand-in. Imagine becoming the protagonist of someone's love tale, only to discover that you were really a stand-in until the true love returned. That statement became an internet hymn thanks to fans. Following the split, a fresh round of memes appeared on the timelines whenever Claressa was spotted with her fiancé. Additionally, the comment sections exploded with excitement each time Remy liked one of those dubious postings. It wasn't just viewed as a split. They perceived it as a real-time manifestation of poetic justice. The repercussions were harsh for Papoose. That carefully created image of the loving spouse had flaws now, and those faults were on show for millions to witness. Claressa continued to smile and carried on with her fiancé as if nothing had occurred. Remy didn't have to gloat either. She told it everything with that single chuckle and her silence. You can outrun the truth. If that's the lesson to be learnt from all of this, you may hide it behind glamorous pictures, divert attention with attire that matches, and appear as though everything is picture perfect. However, the truth ultimately comes out, and occasionally it does so while grinning, holding a microphone and making sure the entire world can hear the joke. Because Papoose wasn't just tapped on the shoulder by karma on this particular day. It streamed the entire event live. It was also the type of finale that, even if you tried, you couldn't make up for everyone who saw it. Think again if you assumed that karma was merely a beautiful saying that people shared on Instagram alongside lovely sunset photos. Because karma didn't arrive silently this time. The door wasn't simply knocked on. It pulled in like it owned the place, all decked up, and emerged out of a big, black limousine, grinning as if it had been waiting for this very moment. Additionally, didn't tap the shoulder courteously when it arrived. The entire internet sensed how deeply that hit someone's ego. It was none other than Papoose who was on the hot seat. The same man whose whole reputation was based on his unwavering devotion to his wife, Remy Ma. The same guy who supported her through jail time, scandals, highs and lows in his profession, and who became a symbol of ride-or-die partnerships. The Olympic champion and unbeaten boxing sensation Claressa Shields was the man's new love interest. And she was the reason he left the wife who had kept him down for years. On paper, it appeared to be an improvement that would garner attention for all the right reasons: Claressa, the athlete, and Papoose, the rapper.